Good evening.
Okay, we are live on YouTube and Facebook, and if somebody's got this on, then I would request you all to mute. Okay, so good evening, everybody, and welcome to this episode of YouTube Can Run Talks. And 27th of September, sorry, 29th of September was World Heart Day. And normally, you must have all read in papers and everything. And what happens on World Heart Day is that generally there is always a lot of talk about how to avoid, why people are getting heart attack, why the age is getting lowered, how people are running and getting heart attack. The story is always very morbid. And we thought that we must do something cheerful in the context of, heart and health. And who better than to talk to Zippers Club and tell people who are not from Zippers Club, how you can lead a healthy, fruitful life of fulfillment, enjoyment, even after your heart disease has struck you and whatever a heart incident has happened. So with those few words, that is what this entire about. It has no formal structure. It's just a conversation, and I've been joined by Puri, Ajit, Vikas, Lakshman. I don't know Surendra Bhai, all the other Sajid is here, who are all my trainees, and who Rajan is here, and we can all share about different things. It's a free flowing conversation. Before that, let me tell you something about myself because it's being recorded and it's on YouTube and Facebook. My name is Venkat Raman and I run a sports management company called YouTube Can Run. We conduct some of the most leading events in the country. We have a whole range of offerings for sports management in the field of running, and we have been there for 8 years. We have done a lot of work, lot of this. I am also the country's first level 2 RRCA certified running coach, written books, etc. And and more, what is relevant to this evening is that I am the coach, and I can take the credit for having formed what is known as Zipper Club. For those who don't know what is Zipper Club is a bunch of people like me who have undergone a cardiac incident, maybe a CABG, maybe a angioplasty, and after that have decided that they need to recover their health and remain fit, and have life transformational experiences, and have all come together. And I am the kind of leader, coach, whatever, and I help to maintain a running program, run half marathons throughout the year, and we have been together for about 10 years now, about at least 8 years definitely, and we have been doing good. Most of us have been in good health, and the credit goes to everybody who is part of the group. Okay, so with those few words, I welcome everyone, and if you have any questions or anything, you can unmute. But my recommendation is that put your hands up, and I can or I unless a direct question, everybody is allowed to unmute themselves, but generally keep yourself muted because background noises then start coming into the talk show. So keep yourself muted, and whenever you want to talk, you unmute, and again you mute yourself. Okay, so that's what I would recommend. Okay, so with those few words, I just want to start with asking everyone what was their cardiac incident and when it happened. So Puri, you're first on my screen here. So what was your cardiac incident, and in which year did it happen? Sir, you're muted.
Just to check up, I went for testing. Doctor told that something is wrong. It is DP. In test it came with DP. Then after that angiography is done. Then they found 3 or 4 blockages. Then after that we have a counseling, and then the doctor decided that we should do a bypass. In Jan 2008, I had a bypass. After that, I joined this rehab center for about 3 to 4 years. That's story.
Okay. So this happened in the year 2014. 2008. Okay. So it's about 16 years now. 2008, sorry, 14 years now. Okay. Excellent. So Ajit, when did your incident happen? What is the nature of the incident and which year?
Yeah, my name is Ajit Inamdar. I'm 71 years old now. This incident happened in 2011. Now it is 11 years before. But before incident, I think it would be worthwhile mentioning in this forum that I had been working with MNCs and had a very good health checkup program from the company. And every year we used to have a health checkup, and I used to undergo health checkup right from 1995 every year. So, that was a comprehensive health checkup program. Somewhere in 2008 or 9, in the first checkup, the doctor said that there are some changes, but not to worry. In 2010 also they said there are some changes, not to worry. And 2011, when I underwent the annual health checkup, they said, yes, there seems to be some changes, but you better do angiography. And I was absolutely fit. Just before angiography, I had traveled to Brazil for a 10-day trip, on a hectic trip, and I didn't feel even they never felt a short of breath. But surprisingly, when I went to angiography with a high confidence that this is going to be a big flop. But to my surprise, there were 6 major blockages, and there were multiple blockages in the heart. And immediately, of course, at Asian Heart, I underwent CABG with 6 grafts in both sides of the heart, and they still said that some of the blockages have been left unattended because it was very complicated to cover all of them. So this happened in 2011, and after that, we are under your care, Venkat sir, and to cut the long story short, because I have a lot of things to say. When you get somebody a diagnosis like this, the first thing it comes to everybody's mind, why me? Because I've been fit, I've been running, I've been walking, I've been exercising, I've been have a proper diet control. So why me? There must be something wrong. So I think that is the first question comes, and then we try to avoid taking the corrective actions, repair actions, and try to find out ways and means. But after consulting various doctors, including Dr. Panda, I took the decision to go ahead with CABG. No symptoms, nothing, as I was absolutely working fit at that point in time. But most importantly, today, looking back, I feel that was the best decision that I took in my life. Not because from the clinical perspective, but because that decision and CABG changed my lifestyle forever. Because of that, I got introduced to rehab. Because of that, I got introduced to you. Because of that, I got introduced to Zipper Club. And that momentum and that spirit of wellness and remaining fit, it continues, because the human tendency is a laziness. Human tendency is to avoid exercise. And this is a group which encourages, inspires you, and we look forward to the activities. So I think last time I did my what we call as I forget the number, not CT angiography, this thing, but
stress 2D echo.
Stress 2D echo. The doctor said your grafts are as taka-tak hai, as best as they could be, and that is after 11 years of surgery. Thanks to Zipper Club, I think it has given us a new life. It has given us a new zeal in life. And as you know, Venkat sir, that even in this stage, post-retirement, I have entered into a business venture, a huge investment and a huge stress, business stress. I'm telling you, I could take because of zipper activity, and because I don't have to worry about my heart. That is taken care of by you, Venkat sir. So no, just there are a lot of things to say, and I think as we go along, I just
Sure, we'll cover each one of them as we go along.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
I would like Sajid to kind of give a quick introduction. What was the incident? Which was the year? When did it happen?
Yeah, sir. My incident took place at the year 2007,
Ah.
where I had about 7 blocks. And my family, we consulted. I had my friend Dr. Nitin, who's my classmate, Nitin Gokhale. At that particular time, he was affiliated with Asian Heart also. So through him, we consulted Dr. Panda, and when we did the angiography, there were about 7 blocks. And I have this heredity from both sides, my mother as well as my father. Both have gone through a bypass. My father is, of course, no more. And I had about 7 blocks. I was 41 that time. It's 2007 and 2022 today. And Dr. Panda told me that immediately you should be hospitalized because all my blocks were above 90%. So I had to immediately go through a bypass. After that, I think he did about 7 to 8 graftings. And I don't know whether you all know that time that new technology had come out where the grafting was, I mean, the veins which they used to cut in the hand or the lower part of the leg, they took it from my chest only because there was this new technology that some laser, they used to cut through laser. So that is how he did my bypass. And after that, I joined the cardiac rehab for about 4-5 years. And later I am with you two. I mean, I am with you, sir. Again, I would just to cut a long topic short. As you know, I had gone for a pilgrimage where there was a lot of walking involved. And I have to thank you. I could see people half my age. They couldn't. I mean, they couldn't complete the walk also, which I mean, of course, the temperatures were high. So always in my heart, I said, okay, when I always wanted to thank you. So I think this is the right forum which I want to thank you, okay, because this is your. I mean, your bolte na mehnat which is after us, and your sacrifices which we have. I mean, which we have reached this stage. Just to make a correction, Mr. Puri and me, we had both our bypass in the month of October in 2007. Mr. Puri didn't have his bypass in 2008. So that's
Okay,
my.
good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because we started the cardiac rehab together. In fact, the same day, both our wives used to sit outside and to wait for us when we finish the session and come out. Yeah, sir.
Good. Surendra bhai, do you want to tell us what was the nature of the incident and in which year it happened? I'm just going alphabetically in the order in which they are. Surendra bhai, if you're not there, then Vikas, can you unmute and share with us the year and the nature of incident?
Sir. Hello.
Yes.
Vikas Girkar. In 2010 November, I had the heart attack. When I was in office, I was working with an ad agency. That time, too much stress and late night working and something. हम लोग कुछ भी खाते थे रात में लेट में आफ्टर खाना जो आता था एजेंसी में उसमें और 12 बजे तक खाना होता था और 2 बजे तक काम करते थे हम लोग रात में और स्ट्रेस इतना था काम का तो थोड़ा इग्नोर भी किया था हेल्थ के लिए और वजन बढ़ गया था मेरा अबाउट 91 तक वजन आया था मेरा एंड अक्टूबर में मुझे कुछ हार्ट अटैक हुआ ऑफिस में बैठे बैठे ही कुछ पसीना पसीना हो गया एंड चक्कर सा आ गया था तो मैं नियर बाय मेरा हॉस्पिटल था भाटिया वहां पे मेरे डॉक्टर ने बोला जाके ईसीजी कर ले फट से। तो ईसीजी करने गया तो डॉक्टर ने बोला इमीडिएटली एडमिट हो जा।
ओके।
मुझे बताया नहीं कुछ, मुझे बोला घर से किसी को बुला ले पहला। तो मैं सिस्टर को बोला ऐसा ऐसा है, डॉक्टर ने बुलाया इमीडिएटली आ जा। तो एडमिट करा लिया हॉस्पिटल में। देन हॉस्पिटल में इतना फैसिलिटी नहीं था भाटिया में। तो उन्होंने बोला आपको एंजियोग्राफी करने के लिए बाहर जाना पड़ेगा। तो मेरे को 20 कैंडी लेके गए उसका एंजियोग्राफी के लिए। एंजियोग्राफी में कुछ ब्लॉकेज दिख रहे थे, 3 या 3 ब्लॉकेजेस। तो फिर से वापस भाटिया में आए तो भाटिया बोला ऐसा ऐसा है, आपको इमीडिएटली करना पड़ेगा बाईपास या कुछ भी। तो कंसल्ट कर लो। तो उन्होंने पूछा एशियन हार्ट में बोला जाने के लिए। देन एशियन हार्ट में जाने के बाद, एशियन हार्ट में नीलेश गौतम से मिलने के बाद मैंने बोला इमीडिएटली करते हम लोग, बाईपास की जरूरत नहीं है आपको, क्योंकि देयर आर आपका हार्ट के मसल्स बहुत स्ट्रांग है। तो खाली एंजियोप्लास्टी से काम हो जाएगा।
ओके।
देन उसने पांडा से कंसल्ट किया तो पांडा बोला ओके ठीक है एंजियोप्लास्टी करा लो। तो नवंबर में मेरा उन्होंने किया एंजियोप्लास्टी। एंड देन आशीष कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को मिलाया मुझे फॉर रिहैब के लिए। तो मैं रिहैब ज्वाइन किया अब तो 2 साल के लिए। 2 साल फिर आपकी पहचान होगी वहां पे।
वेरी गुड।
तो सैटरडे हम लोग जब प्रैक्टिस करते थे सैटरडे, तो उससे थोड़ा इफेक्ट आने लगा मुझे भी बॉडी में। और मैंने काम का शेड्यूल पूरा चेंज किया आफ्टर, उसके बाद हार्ट अटैक के बाद मेरा टाइमिंग वगैरह सब चेंज किया। लेट नाइट का जो प्रोग्राम था वो सब मैंने बंद कर दिया और ज्यादा ध्यान अपना हेल्थ के ऊपर ही दिया। एक्सरसाइज ये वो जैसे आप बोलते थे वैसे करते रहे और आज एकदम फिट है आज।
थैंक यू।
और हाफ मैराथन कम से कम मैंने 55 हाफ मैराथन किया अभी तक।
I will come to that. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, because of you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Surendra bhai, are you okay with your technology to start your camera and tell us what was the nature of the incident and when it happened?
So yes, sir. Good evening.
He has dropped out. Okay. So coming back.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Surendra. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm from Calcutta.
Okay.
I just had my CABG. I had 3 grafts on this 6th of September only. Not even a month.
Oh, okay.
While running at a particular pace, I used to have a bit of congestion in my chest. Not very much, but bit of congestion in my chest. And after running for 15-20 minutes, it used to go off. So it was happening for last maybe 2 months, around 2 months. That means in the month of June, July, like that. So I was preparing for my Hyderabad half marathon. And as usual, before going any event outside of the Calcutta, I used to get my health checkup. So while doing my health checkup, I could find that my ECG is showing a bit abnormal. So they asked for further investigation. Then I went for my echo and then TMT and even angiography.
Oh, okay.
So my angiography was done on 25th of August. And then they told me you have some blockade and some 90% and 2 of the blockade 80% like that. So better you go for bypass. And they gave me some immediately some.
Wow. Surendra, we lost you. I think your network is
the cardiologist, they had the same view. So I went for my CABG on 6th of September. Now for last 1 week, I am attending my office. May not the full time, but part time. And I started working, I think even after 3 days of the surgery. And the doctor had advised me to go for walk at least 25 to 30 minutes. And I'm doing some free hand exercise, some normal leg exercise, and one time stair climbing in a day.
Okay. Oh, very good. We have Madhusudan Bhaiya.
And I was a regular runner, and yeah.
I was a regular runner before I underwent my own this.
Correct.
So a lot of us were runners, many were not, but some were runners who underwent a bypass and have come back to run. Good. Thank you for joining us. Madhusudan Bhaiya, thanks for joining us. What was the nature of the incident and which year did it happen?
Good afternoon, sir. Madhusudan Bhaiya from Mumbai. Basically, I had the angioplasty in February 2015. And really, before this angioplasty, I was a lazy person, not doing any regular exercises or anything, whatever normal walk. And I was otherwise active in all my activities. But in the morning on February in 2015, suddenly I had heart attack. And in the house only, I felt that something is wrong. We could reach to Hiranandani Powai Hospital within half an hour. And probably the moment I reached the hospital, I collapsed. And my sons have already talked to their friends and the doctors were ready. So emergency angioplasty was done on me by reviving by the electric shocks. And it took for them 5 to 6 hours. And 4 stents were put. Afterwards, I did the rehab at Hiranandani Hospital. And 3 months I did it. Then in somewhere in 17, in Business Line, there was this very small article about the book published by Dr. Ashish Contractor, The Heart Story. Then I purchased that book from Amazon, and I had a bucket list of doing the half marathon running at least. Then I took Dr. Ashish Contractor's appointment, who was working with HN Reliance Hospital at Mumbai. Then I went and I saw. Then I asked him, I want to do this as per your book. I read and I liked it. Then he gave me your number. Then I contacted you. I came, and then since 17, I am a member of this Zipper group. And slowly I build up this thing. And now I run half marathons. I did last in Tata Mumbai Marathon. And one more thing, I got a lot of confidence and do stress test and this thing. And recently, I was in the South Africa and Victoria Falls tour for the vacation. And I did 216 meters bungee jumping there.
Wow. Okay.
And paragliding, tandem paragliding. So this is how is my journey from the coach to the half marathon and to the recent bungee jumping.
Fantastic.
And it is all encouragement from you and all the other Zipper members who were always eager to tell me how to do it. And of course, my cardiologist also said before doing the bungee jumping, I went and asked him, can I do it? He said, yes, because you are just now done the stress echo, everything is normal, you can do it.
Very good, very good. Okay, Brijesh, your dad is there and your dad wants to say something. Surely, let him come on live and let him share his thoughts.
Sir, good evening to my all colleagues. I am at presently running 73 years. At the age of 52, I was suddenly chest pain. I contacted a local doctor who immediately advised me to shift for bypass surgery. At the material time, Bhavnagar, there was no facility of heart cardiac surgery. That is why I was shifted to Ahmedabad Rajasthan Hospital. Wow, Dr. Jha has attended everything, and he suggested that there are 4 blocks in your vein. It is required immediate bypass for the further smooth life. According to my son, at the time was he was below, they were below 20 years. However, they were taken bold decision, and I was admitted there. I was successfully bypass, and I am, after even completing 20 years of my bypass, I am healthy. But after 6 months, before 6 months, I am having a knee pain. That is why recently I cannot walk more than 1 kilometer. But I am happy with my life. I am healthy with my life. I am okay. My son Brijesh Oja is supporting me and boosting me how to walk. He has also purchased one cycle for me, but it is also unable to me to get cycling properly because knee pain. However, I am trying to get early backup from my this knee pain and can attend 2 to 3 kilometers for walking. I have also before 5 years attended the marathon with Bridges, and all my friends were happy at the material time and congratulate me that you have now revised life, new life after making bypass surgery. And sir, with the blessing of the Almighty, I am quite okay. No chest pain, nothing, and completed last month 20 years of my bypass surgery. It was 17 September 2002. I am I have completed 20 years of my
Yes, yes,
bypass,
yes.
and I am healthy. But I take small food in the evening time to care my heart. I am happy. Even sir, I can also दादर जो है 4 फ्लोर पे मैं आराम से चढ़ सकता हूँ. आज कुछ नहीं है. फिर भी बीच में 3 साल पहले हुआ था. I had consulted that Dr. Jha. He is presently at Nadiad. He appreciate my this day-to-day life and advise me to keep this zeal for future. You will never be in trouble with the heart. And he has prescribed one new medicine, Ranojex. Ranojex. It is very good. It is smooth for heart working. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know your name, but thank you very much, Mr. Rosa. Thank you very much.
So I am father of Brijesh Oja.
Your તમારું પોતાનું નામ શું છે?
Ajitbhai.
Ajitbhai. Thank you, Ajitbhai. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Very nice meeting. And
yeah, we are happy that you came and shared your story. But we are going to be around for some time now. Stay back, and I will ask you some further questions, which also you can share.
Okay,
so we have got Surendra Bhai who joined us now. Surendra Bhai Dasadia. And Surendra Bhai, if you can, your hand is up. You can, turn on the camera and tell us, quickly, what was the nature of the cardiac incident that happened? Oh, he's dropped out. Is he there? He has dropped out. Okay. We have Ishwar who has joined us. Ishwar, thanks for coming. And quickly, nature of the incident and which year it happened.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Well, I did not go through any sort of panic situation or something for me to go through. I'll quickly give my background. It was just that I used to play badminton. I used to climb 21 floors. And then I felt that I'm doing too much, and I had a ache in my heart, and then my left side started paining. And it was a winter time, and I just accidentally met the doctor. It was just bumped into a doctor on a dinner evening. And I told him this is what is happening. But he said not to worry, but just go and do some tests. So that led one to the other. First, I did the normal test. Then they said echo test. Then they said treadmill. I said all this does not give you the full picture. That is how they took me to the angioplasty that was in Hinduja Hospital. I'm talking somewhere down 2004. And it so happened that I had 2 blocks. and the doctor said, you can do it immediately. You want to take 1 week. But ultimately, I had to put 2 stents in Hinduja under Dr. Rajani. And then I was introduced by my friend from a shipping friend to join the Asian Heart Institute for your rehabilitation and all that. That's when Dr. Contractor I met, and there was Dr. Kiran, all this. And then they put me onto your group through Dr. Ajit Kharat. And you were in London that time, I know. And I spoke to you. He said, you are in London, go and talk to Ajit, you had told me. That's so myself and that one more gentleman was there, I forget his name, who was from Goregaon, the Gujarati gentleman. We both joined your group, and we started running. Then after that, of course, I am with the Zippers group from 2016 back again.
Okay.
And 2-3 years I had to skip running because I had a knee injury. And Dr. Godpade from Lilavati Hospital said, don't run for some time. Don't do marathon for 1 year or something. And then 1 ka 2, 2 ka 3 ho gaya. And then I started running again. And now I'm okay, sir, with the Zippers Club, with your advice, with your all your instructions.
Good.
And I'm still running, although I'm not participating in your group at this point of time because of some domestic issues. But I am very much in the group, following your instructions, doing your stretchings and doing my runs. And last 1.5 years, I've been doing every month at 21 kilometers on my own. And but some or other, I was a little become a little lazy for the last 2 months. I didn't do, but your increase of the 15 kilometers, 18 kilometers is proving a good stead. So 21 kilometers a little become a back burner now, but I'm doing this long runs.
Very good, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have got Shivachalam Subramaniam who has put up his hand. Yeah, go ahead, unmute yourself, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Welcome, sir. Yeah, good evening to all. For me, it happened on exactly 2020, December 16th. So while I'm coming back, I finished my 16-kilometer medium run, and while I'm coming back, I found some disturbance in my body. Then immediately I was reached the nearby hospital, and they suggested me to go for a angioplasty. So at Coimbatore, I undergone the treatment, and they put a stent on my heart. So the next 6 months I was on hold. Then after that I started my run slowly. Then nowadays I'm doing half marathons. I could finish sub-2s. Not effectively as previous, but I could do sub-2 runs. The day the incident happened, on that day, my heartbeat was, while I was running, even in a medium pace, it was around 192 maximum, my heartbeat, 192. But nowadays I'm doing, and the problem nowadays for me is still I'm reaching in the medium phase run 180 or 85 something I'm reaching. So, but still I'm comfortable. I don't know whether I can continue or I need to take some other practice to reduce my heartbeat. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. We'll come to that. Maybe, it's a function of your aerobic.
Maybe we can discuss this later points.
Correct.
Particular issue. Yeah.
Thank
but
you.
Other rest of the things I'm doing normal life nowadays. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
I also see that you took part in our event, Taiwan Excellence, Wonder Miles.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I can see the t-shirt.
He's wearing the t-shirt too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
Venkat, he was our pacer for Coimbatore.
Yes, of course. I remember that dinner meeting we had.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Brijesh, you have got your hand up. You can unmute and.
No, sir, it was my mistake. You can continue.
No problem. Okay. So basically we have here with us people who have undergone bypass surgery. Some have been elective, which means that they chose to go and test themselves and they didn't have a heart attack or a cardiac arrest, so their muscle tissue was not damaged. But some have had a heart attack, maybe mild angina, but went and got themselves tested. Surendra Bhai from Calcutta joined us, Ajit from Porbandar, almost on a daily basis, or at least in a weekly 2 times, I get calls from all over the country. Some of the other, people talk, and they're often athletes or non-athletes or whatever is their background. All of them have undergone some cardiac incident, and they want to, come back to running, reclaim their health, become fit, etc. So, but society, has a, a perspective that once you have undergone a bypass surgery, then you must, just lie down and be like a vegetable. You must not do anything strenuous. Our bypass is very serious, and you should not do anything further after that. In fact, our view, and most of you will share, is that after having undergone the bypass, you have kind of, increase your capacity for doing this. The risk has been contained, and when the risk has been quantified, contained, and dealt with, then there should not be a fear of putting load on the heart under controlled conditions, not doing anything stupid, and actually becoming healthier, and becoming leaner, and losing your body fat, and lowering your diabetes, and heart condition, all the 29 things that running is supposed to do. So with those, but I want to just ask a few people few questions. Ishwar, you were going for surgery. Okay. What was the fear? What was the state of your mind? What were you thinking will happen to you? What did your family share? I'm just going to ask a few people this question. So Ishwar, describe the emotional state when you went for surgery. Unmute. Ishwar, unmute.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, correct.
I had it. It was not a bypass for me. It was just 2 stents which they had put, and I was fully conscious when they were doing it. Now it so happened that when I was wheeled into the room, my family was outside. My wife was there, and a couple of friends were outside, and they said, "Okay, don't worry. It will not take long. It will just in 45 minutes to 1 hour. He'll come back." Now it so happened that when the doctor was trying to put the stent, my heart had a big block, and it became very hard. The stent was not going through. And the half an hour became 1, then became 1.5 hours, 2 hours. My people in the family started panicking that why this guy is not coming out. And there was no information from the room. So the doctor Rajani came and said, "Ishwar, what do I do? Your stents are not going. Now, my other alternative is bypass. What do you say?" I said, "Sir, I am on your control. I am on the table under your guidance. What can I tell you whether to do this? I am not a medical expert. If you think bypass have to be done. Okay, fine. One last time, we will pray God and just see if the stent goes through or not." Luckily, it went through. And then the stents were done. And then initially, yes, a lot of fear was there, sir, because anything happening, if I eat food more, if I feeling a little bit, I feel something is happening to my heart. Then I again went back to doctor and he said, "See, don't worry about all those things. You're perfectly normal. You can go back and go to your local doctor or any of your cardiologists. You don't have to come all the way for treatment. I have given you the tablets." So then one by one fell into place. Then I was okay. Yeah. Then slowly, as I said, I came to you. You said, yes, your golden words was sticking in, and it's still resounding very much that please don't compete and only complete. So, and I've been using this statement to several people whom I have met, including one of my dentists down, the lady who was saying, "I've started walking, Ishwar, looking at you," and all that. So inwardly, I was very happy that I'm inspiring somebody. And I told your caption again, "Don't compete, only complete. That's enough for you." So then it went on. Then it went on and on.
Good. So yeah, I agree with you, and thank you very much. And the person from Goregaon was Jatin Parekh.
Jatin Parekh. Sorry, sir. How can I forget you? I'm sorry. Jatin Parekh.
Yeah. So Ajit, if you're there, I want you to tell me what was the fear? What was the dominant feeling in your heart, your family's heart, when you were going into surgery? Kind of describe emotional state when you went into surgery.
Venkat, this emotional state, whosoever says that, I confidently faced without fear, he is lying, So surely there is a big fear. And I'll tell you a good, it's a joke. You go to any cardiac surgeon who's performing. He says, don't worry. It is very normal these days, very routine these days to undergo bypass surgery. My success rate is 98%. My success rate is 99%. But they don't realize that the patient thinks if I am in that 1%, what happens, And therefore, this confidence of 99% doesn't give any. So emotionally, you are under stress. When you go to the operation theater, there is a fear that if I don't come back, have I completed my earthly responsibilities? All those factors come into your mind. And surely there is an emotional factor. Family members are more worried because, and we don't realize. I think one of the biggest things that one has to do is to keep his own motivation, his own positivity very right at that moment. And I'll tell you, in my case, when I went under the OT, and I asked my doctor also, sir, how long it takes and how is the surgery? And he explained everything. He said surgery may take, Ishwar said 1 year, 1 hour, 2 hour, or 8 hours. He said it may whatever time, doesn't matter to you. For you, it's a 5-minute surgery. Because once you are under anesthesia, you will only realize when you come back. So whether in between 7, 8 hours, 4 hours, it doesn't matter to you. So just remember, it is 5 minutes procedure for you until you are under anesthesia. So, and that is true. So he explained to me that when you come back, what will you have on your body? All kinds of things that you will have. You will have tubes here, you will have tubes there, you will have artificial breathing exercise, vagare, vagare. So mentally that was prepared by the doctor. When I actually about to be injected anesthesia, only thing that I kept in my mind that yes, I will come back. I'll come back strongly. I have got so many things to do in my life. There is such a wonderful life going ahead for me. So I visualize my life post-surgery in terms of, travel, in terms of meeting, going with family. And that's the time after that I went to anesthesia. I think that helps in my personal experience. It comes back because your own goodwill or your own willpower, brings you back into the life again and puts you into the recovery path. So that is my personal experience. Let's anybody who has to go, just be very positive, visualize, and look forward to a better days.
Thank you. So, Madhusudan Bhaiya, what was your emotional state when you went for surgery?
Sir, it was such an emergency. There was no question of any emotions or emotional things. Actually, it happened morning at around 7:05. I got up from the bed and I just thought that something is wrong with me. I don't know. It was my intuition. And I told suddenly to my elder son that I'm not feeling well and we must go to the hospital. Then we just debated between us for 30-40 seconds where to go, because I was staying at Devnar and my son was staying in Godrej. So whether we should go to Godrej Hospital or to the Hiranandani, where just 1 month before my wife was admitted because of the reaction of some medicine. Her sodium level has gone terribly down. So they said, no, now we know that Hiranandani is good. We'll like to go. By grace of God, that day evening, my son and daughter-in-law had a confirmed ticket to go to Hong Kong on trip. And his both brother-in-laws were staying with us. They were to go in the evening to Australia for World Cup matches. So everybody was at home. And I think when I was talking this, and I just fell in the house, and they have realized that there is an emergency. They just put me on the chair and took through the lift and our own car. And he was always telling, I was at the back seat, don't slip. Just khasi karo. And like that we reached. And really speaking, I had no time to have any emotions or anything. And when I entered the casualty, as like I just opened for maybe 5-10 seconds. And like in the Hindi movies, they rush with the a person sitting on stretcher and paramedics rolling at the fast, running with that stretcher. I could see that and later on nothing. But the main emotion came in the night. Basically, because nothing was explained to me, nothing was known to me. Because of the angioplasty, my hands and this legs were tied to the bed. And even in my mouth, they had put the thing so that I should not bite my own tongue. And I just could not move right or left. And I just, when sleeping, I like to move a lot. Could not do anything. And it was such a painful experience. That time I was just realizing how much painful it is for the persons who are tied like this. It was just next day morning they removed and I cannot talk. I cannot explain anybody what is happening to me. So that was the one thing. Really, that night was very terrible for me. But the next day onward, everything became normal.
Good. So now, having said this, we kind of running out of time. So, I want to ask Vikas, you went the surgery, you were in an emotional state, you came into Zippers Club, you started training. What has been your peak achievement? I mean, what has been as a member of Zippers Club post your surgery? What has changed for you? What has been your peak achievement? What is the single item that you feel really validates you or you feel happy about? Because over to you. Is Vikas there?
I think, sir, Vikas is not there.
Vikas is not there. Okay. Sajid bhai, I want you to take that question. After your surgery, you came into training, and then what has been your peak experience? What has been the most joyful, memorable, something that you are really grateful for? Is Sajid bhai there, or Sajid bhai is also dropped out? Yeah, Sajid is there.
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah, sir. After the surgery, in Asianad, I went to the cardiac rehab. And after 4-5 years, not being a sports person and, joining the name of course came later, Zippers Club, but you were there. And, doing the marathon first, that was something very much impossible for me to do. So I think that was the first marathon which I ran. That could be the achievement. And later, of course, we did more marathons and 10Ks and everything. So I could say, on the rehabilitation point of view, this could be the achievement which I had, sir.
Okay, very good. Very good. Who else is there? Puri, you want to share with us what is your achievement post the surgery? What are you happy about? What is a memorable kind of situation?
Puri is left, sir.
No, Puri is also left.
Yeah.
I think people are having bad connection.
Yeah, could be.
Ishwar, can you share what has been your
Sir, one is that making yourself active itself is a good thing, which was not before my surgery, to be honest. I was a little bit of a lazy person, and there was hardly any exercise. This knock on my head of this having angioplasty, putting a stent and all that really pushed me to see that, okay, now I have to take care of myself. And then I became a little bit passionate on my running as well. And wherever possible, I could go and participate and do my running. And the whole view of taking life ahead completely changed me. And I still consider that I'm much more fitter than what I was before my class T. And all those, because of this running and the group running and training and stretches, have really made me fitter. And I am quite I'm feeling pride and proud about my whatever achievement, and I have been a role model for my family as well. And I'm trying to inspire some of the people also in the group, not in the group, in the family, and also friends in the society who have taken up to running, looking at me, and they said, Ishwar, I'm getting inspired by you, which I feel is an achievement by itself.
Very good, excellent. Ajit, what is your high point or something that you're happy that you're exercising, or you're a member of Zippers Club, or post your surgery, what is the joy in life that you appreciate most?
First and foremost, this rehab was only our bridge from hospital to Zipper. And I think this bridge has connected to the Zipper. And whatever in last 10 years we are doing, as you rightly said, is the confidence in the life has been built up. And we for example, in my particular case, at the age of 65, I started a venture with my own investment. Now, if somebody puts his hard-earned money, I had been working in corporate world for 30 years. And it was a hard-earned money which I put into the business at risk. And it's a risky business, any money we put. Now that kind of risk I could take because I had built up a confidence in 5-6 years with the Zipper, with our training, with our running, that my heart is not going to give me a shock now onwards, because it is not just the heart, but it is the all-round fitness that has been focused during our trainings. Because like Tuesdays and Thursdays, we focus on strength exercises. So it is not just the running, it is not just the aerobics or the cardiac. Now, all these exercises have given me a confidence in life that next 10-20 years, nothing is going to happen to me. I mean, in terms of art, there is nobody can give guarantee in this life, but in a foreseeable analysis and evaluation, and this is what is the biggest confidence in life which I carry. Even when I travel these days, people queue up on the escalator at the airports, and I climb staircase up and down. This is because of the confidence I have in myself and in my body. So this is where I think the biggest is the confidence. The outlook towards life, risk-taking abilities has increased and improved because of our training, and brighter days are ahead. So that is what is my takeaway.
Thank you. We also have, Sandeep Godke, Sukhjit Kaur. If you all want to participate, if you all want to say something, just put up your hand. And as and when I give you the opportunity, please come share with us. Tell us why you are here. We all want to hear stories of people who feel good after, having undergone a rather dramatic, situation in their lives. Okay. So please feel free to put your hands up, and, I will allow you to come in. So Shivachalam, what has been your moment of joy, or, this after the incident has happened and, coming back to life? And of course, you have been training, you have been a regular runner, etc.
Yes, sir. First of all, I don't like others seeing me as a patient. Yeah. So I didn't accept that what was happened to me. So after 6 months, it was a very painful days without run. So slowly I start again after that. And I just wanted to prove myself. So I started slowly. Nowadays, I'm doing sub 2 runs. For me, again, one more ambition. I just want, earlier I have done 5 full marathons within a year. So I just want, again, after this surgery, I just want to do at least 142 kilometer. It is my biggest ambition. I will do it certainly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Fantastic. Very nice. This one, somebody has raised his hand. Sukhjit Kaur, go ahead. Sukhjit Kaur, unmute yourself and.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Sukhjit. Good evening.
So, like in my family, actually, I belong to to a defense person. My father had a two heart attack, and it was one of the worst situation in my life. Like I'm an international swimmer.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was the biggest shocking. Even my mother, at the age of 65, I lost my mother. She was an international swimmer.
Oh.
And suddenly, like I never expect that she'll have a blockage. And when the final report came, so doctor told she got a blockage and it is a cardiac attack. So that was the biggest, you can say, one of the worst situation in my life. Still, but after that I recovered myself little bit, and I wanted to do, after 17 years I came back to running. And many times, I used to read your articles and some others articles, actually, because I'm from swimming field. So recently on 27th of September, I have attempted 14 hours non-stop Limca and Asian record.
Wow, super. Oh, wow.
So, every time, whenever I see all, means you can't say senior, they are young and we are old. But whenever I used to see them running, so I used to feel like I want to run 21, but I never had that guts to run 21. I don't know, the moment someone said 21, my heartbeat starts pumping so fast, I feel like I'll be able to do or no. But when I see other people say they can do, even I feel even I should do. But I don't know, some or the other, I feel a little scared to do 21. So it's my dream to do 21, because next year I want to attempt Ironman.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
do you cycle already, or are you cycling already?
Yes, I'm doing already. I do triathlons, and recently I'm preparing for some of my sea swimmings and some upcoming competition. And last time I met you when there was a heritage run recently. So so that run was good, but still, feel, I don't know, the moment someone say register for 21, I get scared. I don't know, my heart sometimes say yes, you can do, you can't do, but many people say you can do it, but I don't know, some of the other, I get scared. Sir, I need advice, and I want to do it. Next year, anyhow, I want to do TMM. This year, I've registered for 10. Regular, I'm doing 10 and 5. But still, after running, I feel like I can do it 21. But the moment I sit to register, I don't know, something happens and I say, I'll be able to do or I won't be able to do. So, sir, I need your advice for that.
You can even register for the TMM 21. Of course, the last day was over. But
sir,
then you can join us 3 times a week, and you can train. Like today, almost all members of my group ran 18 kilometers.
Okay.
We have slowly started ramping up, and you will not start immediately. You are already running 10K. So doing a 21 is not going to be difficult for you at all. We train 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday in the morning, generally around Bandra area. Because we have people coming from, Ishwar is from Kandivali, and Vikas is from Tadeo, and we have people like Lakshman was here. Lakshman dropped out. He is from Vikroli. So Bandra kind of becomes a central place. You can contact me offline and we can discuss, and you can join the group, start running with the group. You are anyway triathlete, you are a strong swimmer. You have been running 10K, so doing a 21K is not going to be difficult at all, even in the TMM of January 23.
Okay, sir, but I've already registered for 10 because I don't have that much confidence. But next year, anyhow, I have to do 21. Means it's my dream to do.
No problem. We can look at talk to me offline, and we'll see if we can change your registration, etc.
Okay, fine. Thanks a lot, sir.
So yeah, thank you. So yeah, we have Radha Sitapalli. So Sandeep, if you all want to share, if you all want to say something, to the group, please, put up your hands and unmute yourself and you can come online. But otherwise, we finished 1 hour. I don't want to take too much time. We can keep on going on. But I just want to give this message to people who might watch this after, because it's being recorded on Facebook and YouTube, is that just because you have had a bypass surgery or a angioplasty, you don't have to live life like a vegetable. You don't have to fear, something will happen. We are not talking of, how to prevent and all that. That's been dealt with separately. But once that incident has happened, with proper medical supervision and rehab, anybody can come back to a life of fitness and health. You don't have to run 21, you don't have to run 10K. You might end up only walking, you might enjoy swimming, you might want to do cycling. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what activity you do. But as long as you control your diet, monitor your weight, keep taking regular checkups with your pathology and all that, then you can come back to a life of fulfillment. That is the message that I want to give to today's talk. And in Zippers Club, we try to, it's a framework, it's a protocol, it's a framework for people to lead a healthy life. We monitor weight regularly once a week. I mean, we don't do it in rainy season because, taking that weighing scale and keeping it out, water can go in and get damaged. But otherwise, generally every week we monitor our weight. Once in 3 months, everybody takes a blood checkup and reports on their lipids and sugar and, basic parameters and special parameters if anything else is required. At least once a year, we do a stress 2D echo. So the idea is to train hard, to be as fit as possible, but do it under the best possible medical, control, medical supervision. And once a year, we all meet the cardiologist and we, kind of run our stress test report through him. And we feel that we are leading very good lives to the best of our ability with adequate medical supervision. So that is the message of Zippers Club. And if Surendrabhai Desade has put his hands up, Radha, Sandeep, then Surendrabhai from Calcutta, if you want to share something, before we close, please feel free. Surendrabhai, you can unmute and go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, you asked about the emotion with some of your members during their pre-operation and all. So I tell you, my family, their surgery very well. That is number one. Number 2 point was that my father also had surgery 10 years back. Bypass surgery. My father also had bypass surgery. And my father-in-law. So we were used to this bypass concept that there is some surgery called bypass and it cures the person once he comes back from the hospital. So even my son and my wife, everybody were very confident and they're very supportive. And I was not having any percent of, not even a single percent of stress in my this thing, because we had a very planned surgery was there, because I had got it detected while my checkup and all these things. Now slowly I want to come back to my regular activity like I used to do in the year 2021. I did 21 half marathon during the year.
Oh wow, okay.
So I again want to come, and I can do cycling also. 70-80 kilometer of cycling is it was very comfortable for me. Any day I can go and do some 70-75 kilometer of cycling, and 10-15 kilometers of run was it was very handy for me. Anytime I can do like this. So slowly I don't want to rush the thing. I want to follow the proper protocol. Whatever you have mentioned, that proper 3 months of checking, 6 months of checking, cardiologist suggestion. But slowly I want to come back to my normal life of my running or cycling or whatever it is.
Thank you. Yeah, we can do that. And we'll take that offline. You can, connect to me and we can put you into a program that, kind of monitors you to come back to a life of fulfillment. So Surendra Bhai Dasadia, you have got your, put your hands up. If you want, you can come online and share. Surendra Bhai Dasadia. Okay. Anyway, he's having some technology issue, I think. So Radha and Sandeep, I don't know if you want to share. I am, we are well past the time, and I just want to end up by saying that thank you very much for being part of this program. Thank you very much for spending this part of the day with us. And if you or anybody that you know has, cardiac incidences, please put them in touch with us. We are most happy to, counsel, give confidence, and see that the cardiac patient lives a life of fulfillment, of course, subject to all medical checkups and everything. And just because you have undergone a cardiac bypass surgery or an angioplasty, you should not be like a spoiled vegetable or like a broken cup which has been stuck with araldite. It'll original majbuti kabhi nahi aayega kind of situation. So in that, with those few words, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. And have a pleasant day and lead a fulfilling life. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.